Joan. Welcome to this call with Trip 101. Let's get started. Why don't you introduce yourself and your property, White and Yellow Castle and Resort?
Yeah, sure. My name is Joan Noveno. I am the resident manager here. And here in the White and Yellow Castle. Well, previously it's just White Castle, but we have added another building. So now it's called White and Yellow Castle, located in the province of Batangas in the Philippines. We are situated in the harbor of the Lian Beaches. Lian is one of the municipalities here in Batangas. And we are in service for almost 25 years already. And yes, we are a hotel and resort property. We are very small hotel, by the way, but we've managed to keep our regular guests for over 2 decades already.
25 years is quite a bit of time. So
Yeah.
congratulations. Yeah. How long have you been associated with the hotel? That long itself, or?
No, I'm very new actually. It's just 3 months. I'm running 3 months. But in the hotel industry, I've worked abroad for 15 years in the hospitality industry. But this is my third month only in the White Castle.
Okay. Could you tell us more about the beach that's situated next to the hotel?
Yes. A good thing about it is it's a private. We are not a high end or high profile sort of beach, but we cater as like a private, venue. We have a 1,000 square meters land area. So we have white beach, we have open cottages in the shoreline, umbrellas where the guests can enjoy the sunrise and the sunset too.
What's the beach called, or is it a private beach, not really named?
It's a White Castle Beach, private beach. Yes,
Okay. Is it a sandy beach? White sand you mentioned?
yes, it is.
What was the other thing that you mentioned that people can enjoy on the beach?
Yeah, and it's called, aside from the sunbeds, of course, we have open cottages. We call it kubo or nipa hut here in the Philippines. We have few of those where the guests can stay there for for chit chats, to eat, to gather rounds with families, and to watch sunsets.
Oh, okay. That sounds lovely. Yeah. And apart from the private beach, are there any other popular public beaches nearby? Something that's a huge draw for visitors in the area?
Yes, Batangas is known here in the Philippines as the where the best beaches are. Close to Manila. Approximately this 218 kilometers away from Manila. So there's quite lots of options. The closest that we can also recommend is what we call the Matabungkay Beach. It's very popular. Um, Lago de Oro is one, and the coral beaches. Its approximation, the proximity is 10 to 15 minutes away from the White Castle.
Okay, so guests can definitely enjoy the private beach, plus like a lot of these public beaches that are quite nearby. Okay, that's
Yeah.
great. Great. Um, a short while ago, you were mentioning that it's the monsoon season now. So, what is like the good season to visit your resort? Is monsoon a good time to visit, or are there other times of the year that you'd recommend?
Yes, we only have, as you may know, we have only two weather here, the rainy and the sunny um, weather. So beginning February up until middle of June. So that's the best days to come or best time to come. This is also where we cater lots of team buildings, company outings, field trips, and of course, it's end of the school year here, so it's the busiest months
Ah,
to
okay.
visit.
So during these busy months, how quickly do you get booked out? Like how much in advance would you recommend a guest to book the property?
I recommend 2 3 months in advance, but our regular guests, most of the times they book 6 months in advance, even a year in advance, because it's quite hard to look for a property or a beach resort when closer to the date.
Okay, so all through Feb to June, you're quite busy and it's recommended that at least like 3 to 4 months in advance, people should be booking them. Could you tell us a little bit more about the type of rooms that you have, the cottages or the rooms at the property?
We have only 22 saleable rooms. In total, we have 30 rooms, but those are we're not selling it. So it's 22 rooms and suites. We have standard rooms, junior suite deluxe, and of course our premium accommodations, which are the family special suite and the royal suite. So we have these five categories in total. Um, for the standard room, it's 25 square meters, quite huge for two adults. So two adults and two children can be accommodated in that particular room category. If they want a bigger room, of course, we can offer the junior suite. And for the junior suite and above categories of room, we're catering free breakfast, you know, that also includes the amenities, toiletries, a complete package. And the Junior Suite Deluxe, the difference of Junior Deluxe and Junior Suite Deluxe is that there are bathtubs in Junior Suite Deluxe and direct sea view. So as you can see in the background, that's the yellow building. So where our Junior Suite Deluxe are situated. So yes, and the royal suite, we can accommodate up to 8 to 10 people in the room. Same with the family special suite.
Okay, that's quite a wide array of options that you have available. So apart from the junior deluxe suite, any other rooms that also have views of the sea?
Yes, but there are like two units of those standard rooms that are located in the topmost of the building. In the third floor, we have two standard sea view rooms, which is quite cheaper, of course, than the junior deluxe. But it's quite huge also. It's 25 square meters with a large balcony where they can enjoy the direct sea view. So that's it. Yeah.
Uh, and what are the other sort of facilities that are available at the resort for guests? Do you have a pool or anything else like a restaurant that you could tell us more about?
Yes, we have an in-house resto bar. So the guests can enjoy a wide range selection of beverages, international and local beverages, alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. And we cater, of course, a Filipino menu, but since the owner is German, so we are also having a special menu of food for international travelers. Um, that is also open from 7 o'clock in the morning. So we cater up until 10 p.m. We also offer services such as the room services. We have al fresco dining. We have like 25 tables and chairs in the area where they can, enjoy the sunset. They can enjoy al fresco dining facility and poolside um, tables. So yes, if you already check the architectural design of White Castle, from the name itself, this is a different concept. That's something that we are unique also because we have a great um, what's this architectural design, and this is 25 already, but it's well maintained building. We do um preventive maintenance for every 3 months. So that is one of the unique qualities of the resort, because we are, I think, we're the only one having this type of concept, just like a castle type uh, property.
That's lovely. So that sets you apart from other properties in the area. Is there a specific architectural style in which the castle is built?
It is a Mediterranean style, and the property, the balcony, the patios, the hallways, the pathways are full of paintings. So, and small chairs where the guests can just, simply, it is a very cozy place. So we are different also from the rest in terms of how we define the relaxation, since we cater also international travelers, not just the locals. So we try to accommodate, if the same nationality all at the same time, because we have like months that we cater mostly Germans, Europeans, and the rest. So we don't do loud noises. They enjoy the cozy feeling of the resort.
That sounds like a really, it sounds like a really quiet getaway kind of place. Yeah. Um, I wanted to know, are there any other sort of activities or tours related to the beach that are available? Either you yourself provide them or any other like nearby businesses maybe.
Yes, we have three different beach activities that we cater or we offer to our guests. One is the boat tour that they can enjoy 2 to 3 hours. Boat tour, they can do snorkeling, they can stay in 1 hour approximate in one of the islands, and fish feeding, something like that, snorkeling. And then we have kayak and boat pedal. That's it from our side, but I think the other properties are also having like banana boat something, but we only have those three.
Oh, okay, okay. What are the nearby islands that can be visited?
It's just the closest, because our location, there is no coast guard, what's this, roaming, because we are at the end point. We are at the last part of the harbor of the Calatagan and Lian beach. So we are following strictly the regulatory that we can only, offer those uh, close the nearest island to the guests. Unless and otherwise, they will contact a different boat service provider to cater them going to a different area. But that's all that we're offering from White Castle.
Okay, that's quite a bit already. Yeah. Um, any other, we already discussed the restaurant. Are there any other amenities or anything else that you would like to highlight for the guests?
Yes, here in this area of Calatagan, we are one of the resource that is also a hotel. So we are not just simply, we cater the guest needs from A to Z. So meaning we are also offering like, aside from the pool and beach access, of course, the room service, uh, bathrooms, complete set of toiletries, which uh, the other resort is not offering. Yes, of course, aside from the resto bar, we also have a karaoke, and which we only give it to a certain, traveler, and for certain hours. And yeah,
Could you tell us a little bit more about the pool?
the pool, yeah, we have just one big pool. The depth is 4 to 8 feet. Simple.
Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about the neighborhood, what it's like, what is the area in which you're located is like.
Yes, this is something that I always tell the guests prior. So the neighborhood is a lot of local people in the area. But again, the good thing about the location of White Castle is in the end of the harbor. So we, or you cannot say that it's very populated, but going to a resort is, yeah, and they will pass through a very narrow road. So that's a setback. But after that, they can enjoy a paradise like um, property after.
So once they pass
It-
through that busy section, they will land up in a quiet
yes,
place where they
just
can.
busy section is very narrow road, really extremely. That's something if you read the reviews in Agoda, Booking.com, or whatsoever booking engines, it's always the setback. It's always the challenge. But after that, it's a wow after.
It's only after overcoming challenges that you can get the quiet and the peace. Okay.
Yes, because if we have like groups or like team buildings, it's a challenge because they can pass through, the big, but the coaster, yes, but the buses, we have to rent a different place for parking. So, yes, it's not always a better process, but yes, one of the major challenges that we have. But so far, everything is considered. I mean, everything is fine so far.
That's great. What about your immediate neighborhood? Are there any restaurants or any places to hang out nearby?
None. It's only us who cater. There is a convenience store 5 to 6 minutes away from White Castle, and a high-end restaurant where the Lago de Oro is located. So it's a pricey restaurant. That's the closest, and after that, nothing. That's very close to us.
Okay. Are there any attractions nearby, or is it possible to take some nature walks or any trails nearby?
Yes, yes. As I mentioned, Calatagan is known for this uh, beaches and nature views. So they can just, rent a trike going to the other area of the beach property. And yes, if they want to try a different ambience, then yes, they have options to do that.
Okay. So, usually, like the guests who are staying at your property, do they stay in or do they also venture out nearby to see some attractions?
I can say majority they stay. Majority they stay. If they're like from abroad or like foreign nationals, yes, they go somewhere else. Of course, they also try to wander around to see a different view. But basically, and as per experience so far, no, they just stay in the resort, enjoy the scenery in the beaches. They can just have drinks, loud laughs in the beaches, and that's it.
They're likely to already have so much fun and relaxation at the property that they don't need to venture out.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, okay. That's great. Anything else you would like to let the guests know? Like any kind of tips or suggestions for guests who are planning to visit, things that they can carry with them, or anything that they should be careful about while they're staying in this area?
Yes. Again, it's the road, the very narrow road. I always tell that to them in advance. Sunblock. Bring sunblock because there's no other stores aside from the convenience store nearby. Sunblocks because we have quite challenge in that. We have restaurant. So we have restaurant. We have a bar here. So for food, it's not their problem anymore, and we cater toilet, complete set of toiletries. Oh, yes, the ecological fee, uh, tourism fee. All the beaches in the province of Batangas, they need to pay a certain amount, but it's very cheap for ecological or tourist fee.
So every guest visiting has to pay the fee.
Yes.
Okay. Uh,
Yes, it's 20 pesos, very cheap uh, amount.
so is it to be paid in advance, or they can pay it to you while clearing their dues?
There is a booth before entering this area, the
Ah,
area.
okay. Do you find it challenging to keep the beach clean, the private beach on your property?
There are times, yes, especially nowadays, because now it's I think the rainy season is commencing. So garbage around, but again, it's well maintained. It happens, especially if it's there's quite huge waves. We cannot control that. Uh, like trashes from other places, but again, it's a well maintained place.
Okay. Do you recommend your guests to be cautious about certain things, like not leaving waste around or something like that?
Yes, yes, but we have trashes around the resort, especially in the beach area. We have um, huge trash bin there, so it's not a problem. I think they
Okay.
just have, of course, to be careful of living valuable things. Where we're giving a note to them, or we do orientation upon checking in, so we avoid those problems.
Okay.
To av-
One last question from me. I've run through all the others. Is there a really good spot from where one can see the sunset on your property?
Shoreline, in the beach area, and the top of the yellow building. That's the tallest building that we have. They can see uh, the full view of the sunrise and sunset.
Ah,
Sunset.
sunset. Okay. Okay. That's